Well, if you rub your hand, I mean, it's still...
There's still a few.
Still scratchy. Still itchy.
That's why we haven't taken it down. They're still usable. See?
Look at those. That's like a whole, you know, 1/16 of an inch.
I think it's time to get rid of them. Oh, that one's still good over there. See, guys?
Only for Luna.
Some of the scratching brushes are good. You like it? Luna.
Yeah, try.
She likes the black ones that are down there, the hard ones.
Yeah.
Come on.
Found it. Good job.
All right, that one is dead. But we're keeping that one up, guys.
What?
It's still good. Okay, guys, we have baby goats coming pretty soon, and this is gonna be our 16th year of kidding.
Whoa.
This year, we're gonna do something different, and we need suggestions. Now, listen to the rules. These are very important. So we're not gonna do a theme.
No themes.
No theme, because we've done every single theme every year, and then what happens is it's hard for us to remember all of the names because they're so similar to each other. So we get them all confused. This year, we're gonna do, what type? Weird names? Weird, quirky, different names. And
Memorable.
let me show you some
names.
examples. I've got some examples. All right, now they don't have to be these names. They just have to be like these names, like quirky, different, memorable names. So one could be Oopsie Doopsie. Like it could be like Pickle or Jelly Bean or Pedro, or it could,
Panic at the Disco.
it could be Potato or Hodor, or like, let's see.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, or it could be like Noodle, or I mean, like seriously, we want the most memorable weird names. So if you guys know pets in your lives, if you've met people in your lives who've had pets, and you've heard of really cool names like that are just memorable and different, put that in the suggestions below. The one challenge is it can't be a theme. So I don't want to see any like potato, carrot, celery going on.
Deleted!
Or it's gone. And we want just like really quirky names, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose 10 boy names, 10 girl names, and then when the babies are born, we are going to be like, this is definitely
Noodle soup.
and we're gonna just like know because the baby goat looks like that. So we want to have the names picked before the babies come, but remember, have to be weird.
And no themes.
How about Princess Consuela Banana Hammock?
Okay, that's good. I don't care. We're just making them memorable and quirky so everybody and you guys, we all remember the names really well. So that's your mission. Get to it in the comments and give us suggestions. As a reminder, here are the due dates for the mamas that are going to be delivering soon. And yeah, we want to have some fun names. So I'm excited with what you guys are going to come up with. We've got a lot of barn cleanup to do and the nursery pen cleanup to do. There's some things that last year the babies wrecked a little bit. Or was that Lancelot? I think that was baby Lancelot that wrecked that feeder. Anyway, regardless, there's a lot of cleanup and we're going to get to that very, very soon. Okay guys, come see what I got in my Thrive box this month. I want to say thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. Let me tell you about them real quick. If you don't know who they are an online marketplace where you can buy a variety of items, but most importantly, food. First off, this was like the only thing that I could eat when I was dealing with my stomach problem earlier this year. These just went down easier. They're pot stickers, but they're made out of rice flour instead, so they happen to be gluten-free. That wasn't really the reason I got them. They were just softer and they seemed to go down easier. And I know a lot of you probably already had pot stickers before, but the sauce in these were the best out of all the pot sticker sauces. So I stocked up on these, if you could tell. Number one, they're a great price, and number two, they have specialty items that are typically hard to find in the grocery store. But most importantly, they have loads of different products that you can search for based off of your diet preferences. So if you're eating gluten-free or vegetarian, or if you're maybe trying to eat AIP, which is mostly anti-inflammatory foods, you can select that as an option and shop a lot faster. I also stocked up on Kevin's foods, not just because it has Kevin on it, but also because I need some quick, not frozen meals, but meals that are, you know, healthy, that are just maybe the meat, and then I can add a salad to it, or I can add some other side to it, like the mashed sweet potatoes. I also got a macaroni and cheese, but it's made with cauliflower pasta, so it's a little bit healthier. Our kidding season is coming up soon, and I needed a lot of just quick frozen meals, but that weren't, you know, like yucky frozen meals. So these are perfect. Now there are 2 ways to pay for the membership. There's a monthly and an annual option. The annual option is gonna save you the most. You're gonna only pay $5 a month, and then you can get all of the top quality foods at the best price. And if you don't save the cost of your membership in the first year, they will refund you the difference. So you always know you're getting a good deal. And did you know this? If you find the item cheaper somewhere else, they will match the price. Also, orders over $49 ship free, and you'll get it in like a day or 2. And if you want to stock up your freezer, orders over $120 ship free. And did I mention, the best thing is that you don't have to get dressed and fight the traffic to shop and look for your favorite foods. You can do it all online, so it's incredibly convenient. So if you want to try out Thrive Market, they're gonna do an awesome deal today. It's 30% off your first order, plus a free gift up to $60. If you're looking for healthy swaps on some of your favorite snacks, they have a lot of good snack foods. Or you could do like what I do and stock up my freezers so that I don't have to cook a lot on busy nights, especially with a bunch of baby goats running around. But if you just want to find healthy food that's actually affordable, try out Thrive Market and let me know what you think. Click the link in my description box or go to thrivemarket.com/weedemandreap to get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60 when you join Thrive Market today. The problem with trying to rescue feral cats and kitties, it seems, is that they are roamers. There she is, back there. Come over here, kitty kitty.
Yeah, she has to go all
Yeah, she has to go around.
Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, sweet.
She hasn't seen you in a while. She's a little bit wary of you. That's Lydia, remember?
There's no wraps. I don't genuinely not know. It's perfect nesting material.
So what's happened to all of our cats? Well, we have one left. This cat right here was my aunt's cat. She passed away in 2021. And this was the cat that she had coaxed from the feral streets into her house. And she's always been really not skittish. She just doesn't really want to do a lot with us. So we've always given her food and kind of a place to be. Perfectly, but I have to scoot it back from her else. How does she get up? And recently she has decided she likes the barn. So she's been living in the barn for a while now.
Should we show you how to get in there? She always scratches me though when I pet her.
Kitty. Okay,
don't scratch me. Kitty, kitty, kitty. She's like, what the? That's your new house. Look.
Her name was Pepper Pumpkin, but we just call her Pea. So Pea's been given food and she has access to water and then a bunch of mice and everything. But since it's cold, like 60 degrees cold, we decided she needed her little house back here too. So hopefully she goes in it.
You think you can get down okay?
She's like,
Did I stick you up there? I swear.
no, she can do it. Look, she's gonna
I
do
swear
it.
I've seen her up there before.
You sure?
I swear I have. I've come in here and she's been up there.
The other cats, sadly, I think because they were kitties that people found in the wild and we tried to bottle feed and take care of, I just think that they had a lot of feral nature and they were wanderers pretty early from the beginning. Keeping cats outside means that they're gonna wander, and we are hoping that a couple of them found somebody that they liked to be around and they went and lived with somebody else in their house, but we honestly don't know because they were outside. The only problem is Lydia's really allergic, so we can't have cats in the house. It's all Lydia's fault.
I'm not really allergic. I'm just kind of allergic.
Yeah. Kitty! You're doing good, huh? Maybe we should make a ladder just to be sure. Just so it's easier to get up and down. At least she doesn't roam much, so she's gonna stay. Well guys, I had to make a tough decision this week about Shania. If you remember Shania, she was born out of Daphne and Finnick. It was when Daphne had 5 kids. There were 4 girls and 1 boy, but only 3 survived, a buckling and 2 dullings. Now Shania seemed a little bit off when she was first born. She had classic signs of what looked like a selenium deficiency, but honestly, with 5 kids inside of Daphne, it could be a host of other deficiencies. Because when there are so many kids, there's not a lot of room, and sometimes one kid will get a bad placental attachment, which means they'll get less nutrients. So I figured that was the case with Shania, and we gave her lots of extra vitamins and minerals in the beginning, and it took her a little bit longer than I expected for her to sort of unravel and start walking like the other kids. Now, I'm not gonna say I told you so, but right from the beginning, I didn't really, there were a few red flags about Shania. She had a very steep rump, and I didn't think she had quite strong enough legs and just overall body structure for her to become a breeding and milking goat here on the farm. But even though I favored Winona and thought she was a little bit better as far as body structure goes, Kevin loved Shania, and we made a deal that we would keep both of them this year and see which one was the best one in the end. So now it's been a whole year later, and we had trouble breeding Shania this year, and I'm not really sure why. She went into heat, she was very obviously in heat, and yet she didn't quite take. I have sort of a gut feeling with her that she may have something off inside of her. On the one side, I could keep Shania another year, let her mature, and then try to breed her again. But if we wait longer, it's harder to breed a goat that hasn't been bred before. So 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, they're harder to breed than 1-year-olds are. So in the end, I decided, because she's having trouble getting pregnant, because she had trouble when she was a kid, and there may be something internally wrong, I'm going to sell her as a pet. So Shania is gonna leave today. She's gonna go to a home where I think she'd be a great pet. She's really friendly, she loves people, and sometimes your gut feeling ends up being right. So now, who is left? Well, these 4 ladies are all pregnant. We've got Daphne, Winona, who was the full sister to Shania. Then we've got Little River and Reba. Finally, over here eating with Willow and Tilly is our first one up to deliver this year, Honey, the big mama. She's so big. Let's look at that udder. Let's see if she'll let us take a peek. Not too bad. Nice long teats. You gonna do good? Even though we've kind of cut down a lot this year, I think we've got a good sampling of does, and they're all ones I'm really proud of. I think Finnick brought a lot of good health and strength to our herd, and now Lancelot will be the daddy to most of these babies. Most. We still got a Finnick possibility with Reba. So even though we have a bit lower numbers, I'm excited that we have 5 strong and healthy does that are going to be the mamas to all of the kids this year. Now, I know in the last video we said that Luna was maybe, yeah, I know I'm talking about you, was maybe not the queen, but she is the queen now. Are you limping a little bit today? I'm sorry. She was fighting some girls the other day, so maybe that's why you're limping a little bit, huh? You're okay. Get a little scratch from Tilly. There you go. Luna is 13 years old, and this breed can live up to, they say 16, 15, 16, so we'll see. We'll see how long we got with dear old Luna. She's still technically the herd queen for now, so she's hanging in there.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness
All right, let's see if Reba has any more milk inside of her. Oh, just a few drops. But mostly she's done, she's dried up. And it helps that she's pregnant because it tells her body, hey, it's time to stop making milk and maybe start thinking about having babies in a few months. But the good news is I made a lot of cheese this summer. So we're gonna go inside and make dinner from some older milk. She's so happy because I brought her up here and she got a little treat. All right, let's go back. They're all jealous that you got to get a treat. Okay, bye. Have fun with your friends. In our front yard orchard, we have this beautiful orange tree.
Say something that will make my day.
And they've just started to ripen. So I'm gonna take one today, just one, and some fresh lettuce from the garden. The best thing about letting your plants dry up and go to seed is that next year you have little plant surprises. This is a lettuce that grew out of the row on its own, and we're gonna eat it. We'll also grab some cilantro and a few tiny little spring onions that have also popped up on their own. It's sort of odd to live in Arizona and see everybody else dealing with snow and cold weather while we are dealing with everybody else's spring temperatures. The high is between 50 and 60 every day. So while you guys are eating soups, we're starting to eat our salads. We're gonna make a salad today using all of this plus some fresh goat cheese, well, some frozen goat cheese from a few months ago, back when the milk was flowing freely. The best thing about our winter gardens, though, is that there are no bugs. So everything is fresh, no creepy crawlies in there. Honestly, you have not tried citrus until you've tried Arizona citrus. This orange was so sweet and fresh. I can't describe how good it is. And this is going to be the best sweet and tangy addition to our salad. We'll slice that up, and then we're also going to add some cilantro just to brighten things up a little bit. And finally, some of the spring onions. This salad is already so flavorful and full of juice from the oranges. I'm not going to make a dressing. I'll just add a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic glaze, and then finally that tangy, tart goat cheese. This was so good. So even though it might be cold where you live, if you happen to get your hands on some citrus and goat cheese, you should give this a try. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. It's really chilly here. We're trying to survive. It's a rough winter for us. But I'm really excited to see what kind of names you guys put in the description. Meanwhile, don't forget, go to thrivemarket.com/weedemandreap to get 30% off your first order, plus a free gift worth up to $60.